What's up, fam? I wanted to make this video because I want my voice to be heard from a Washingtonian, and I want to speak on something that I read. Let's just say it's something that I read, that a certain individual that represents Washington, D.C. said that they want to try to keep long-term residents and businesses in D.C. Well, don't you think it's a little too late for that? Because all the long-term residents have been flushed out, forced out, taxed out, houses stolen out from Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is no longer Washington, D.C. You can't call it D.C. no more because it's not D.C. It is now the District of Columbia. Because if you say D.C., that's gone. All of your communities that had your long-term residents are gone. All of those houses that were D.C. are gone. Most of the schools gone. Basketball courts gone. Parks and recreation stuff pretty much gone. I mean, I don't even know if they have the boy and girls club basketball teams anymore because I don't hear nothing about it. I just know that all of D.C. as I know it growing up is gone. The mom and pop stores, like they say, the long time businesses are gone. What businesses still remain that are from 20 years ago? They forced out, taxed out. They gone. Rent raised on them. They gone. So to say that we want to keep the long-term residents here, you got rid of them. I don't even know where all of these people went. Where did they go? Where did you send them? We're talking about thousands of people from Washington, D.C. Where are they? I don't. Everybody I see in D.C. now are not from D.C. They don't look like the people from D.C. when I grew up in D.C. Not that I have a problem with anybody, but you can't say you want to try to keep something that's already gone. It's gone. You got rid of all of them. Where are they? They no longer exist in Washington, D.C. All of the long-term D.C. residents are gone. Flushed out, washed out. I mean, it's just like Georgetown used to be all blacks. But that land was so valuable and so good looking and great that was taken from the slaves. Georgetown was taken from the slaves. And now the whole city has been taken. I mean, through taxes, I mean, rents, I mean, whatever they could do, it was done. Sold the city. The city has been sold under, let's say, 1, 2, 3 people. I want to say 3, maybe 4 people sold the city. Not just the land, but the air. Sold air. How do you sell air? They sold the land, I'm sorry, not the land, but the airspace over the 3rd Street Tunnel, which was then turned into grounds and put buildings on top of air. Vicious. Every time somebody moved or something closed, they're knocking it down and throwing up a condo and charging you nearly $1 million to purchase. Can you please, I've been living in D.C. all my life. Where are these jobs that you can get that will allow you to afford a house for almost $1 million? Where are these jobs posted? Because I don't see them. I haven't seen a job yet, but you building every day. People moving in every day. Where do they work? What do they do? What am I doing wrong? I want to be able to get a job where I can afford $1 million house. Please tell me what's going on that I don't know, because I just don't get it. Where are these jobs? Is it a secret site where these jobs are? I mean, is it some secret grant money? What's going on that? Look, let's just say I work for the city and I had to move 40 minutes away just so I could live comfortably, because the city is overpriced. It's out of my range. And I say it's out of my range because, yeah, I could afford something in the city, but will it be something comfortable? Will I have to live in the bad part of the city just to live in the city? I can't live in the bad part of the city because of what I do for a living. I will be making myself a target. I just don't understand where these jobs are and why. Well, I can't say why, because it's all about the dollar. You know, everybody is about making money. You know, the city always saying that they don't have this, they don't have that. But when it's time for the city to spend money on something that the city want to do, money is there. You know, in my profession, my job, we went 7 years without getting a raise. Now we on the stretch of 4 years without getting a raise. They say they don't have the money, but you got these truckers coming to town and they paying these tow trucks $12,000 a day just to sit on the side of the road, paying them like crazy. They got money for other. It's money. It's money. Let's just say it's money there. They just don't have it for us. I just don't get it. But that's another topic. But let me speak on this here. No matter what I say, or this whole thing is just about us as a people, as a unit, how we get bent over and been getting bent over since we were brought here. We were brought here involuntarily. We built the country and been treated bad since day one, and we're still being treated bad. So, like I said, I have nothing against anybody. I'm with and for everybody. But we've been marching and burning stuff down, protesting and screaming and yelling and shouting. Don't get me wrong, I don't support the Black Lives Matter movement, because to me, I think that's something I don't understand, and I won't understand it, because to me, if you say Black Lives Matter, all lives that are black should matter. It doesn't matter if it's a police officer that take their life or if it's somebody in the community that take their life. You should stand up for all lives that are black if your organization is Black Lives Matter. So I'm not going to speak on that anymore. I'm going to let that go with that. But like I said, we've been marching and stepping and doing these things for over 400 years, but the Asian community marched 1 week. They had a couple of incidents because of coronavirus. Within 1 week of 1 year, they had things, Congress put things in place for them where it became a hate crime for you to do anything to them or against them. And if I'm not mistaken, they were thinking about giving them a 311 type number that they can call if they felt that somebody had committed a crime against somebody of the Asian community. Now, how were they able to have so much accomplished just off of 1 year of an incident, and we can't get anything accomplished, and we've been marching and burning cities and looting and rioting and yelling and screaming for over 400 years, and we can't get anything? I'm just not understanding. Indians, like I said, I have nothing against anybody. Indians, they spoke up, and they didn't want anybody using Indian names because they felt that it was offensive. And everybody had to change their names, spend all these millions of dollars just to change names, like football teams, and I'm not too sure about any other teams, but I know the football teams, Washington Redskins, will always be the Redskins to me because I'm a Washingtonian. And I can't go with the Commanders. I can't even call them the Commanders because to me it makes no sense. I thought that this was America and we had a freedom of speech. I thought that we were able to speak and say what we want to say, but we can't because certain things you say is considered hate crime. So that freedom of speech is a joke. You can't do it. You can't say it. Like right now, like I said, I have nothing against anybody, but the I could be getting this wrong, but the LGBTQ community, I read something that said that they don't want you to be able to say the word gay anymore. But I thought that meant happy. What's wrong with the word gay? It's in the dictionary. I can't use it no more. I mean, I can't say somebody is gay. That's just saying you happy. So I can't call you happy. I'm not understanding why is the world so sensitive about everything? Everybody's being sensitive. You can't do this. You can't do that. I mean, you can't. Bottom line is, the world is getting too soft. Too soft. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't say this. You can't say that. Anyway, I don't want to get too far off of what my topic is. And like I said again, my topic is, when is something going to be enacted for black people? I'm not speaking about reparations because they always say they don't have money for reparations, but we sending trillions of dollars to Ukraine because they fighting Russia, but we got money for that war, but we can't get money for us. You got the city of Baltimore. It's a lot of major cities that are in rumbles, but the government won't take any money and build these cities back up so that they can have affordable housing. I'm not saying build them up so that people can live in them, and we all know how that turns out. When you give somebody something for free, they really don't take care of it. They tear it up. I understand that. So I'm not saying for free, but at least the government can build this stuff up and make it affordable housing for people who work. There's no programs for people that work. Now, I understand that everybody can't live the same, but this country got too many resources for people to be living on the street. And you got veterans that can't get houses. If the government, like I said, the federal government can fix up these houses and help the veterans out. Help these veterans and their families out. It's people out here that you can help, but you won't. You'll send trillions of dollars to another country that's no benefit to us whatsoever. No benefit at all. Serves us no purpose. Won't do us any justice by helping them out. Trillions of dollars to them. But like I said, we got veterans here on the street who gets nothing. is I'm just not understanding how things work. I don't get it. You can put it on your president, put it on anybody, but no matter who's in office as president, you get the same results. I mean, help me understand. I'm out.